Hey, it's Belle and welcome back to today's episode. Today, I'm talking about a time of the year that starts to define how we live our now. We're coming into that time of the year where everyone starts saying things like this: I'll get back on track in January, or once Christmas is over, I'll get serious, or I'll focus on that after my break. But let me tell you something, momentum doesn't wait for a date on the calendar. If you want to start the new year strong, the work starts now. Because the truth is, high performers don't hit reset on January 1st. They build before the rest of the world wakes up. We love the idea, many of us, of a clean slate. New year, new me. Fresh goals, new plans, new energy. Except the new year comes and the energy doesn't magically appear because the date changes. So in the past, if you've spent December overcommitted, overwhelmed, and waiting for motivation to strike, unless you do something different, January is going to feel like the same story with a different label. Because momentum isn't built through motivation. It's built through the micro movements that you create. Those tiny intentional actions done before the rush, before the excuses, and before the I'll start later phase. Because if you want January to feel different, you have to be different now. You have to go in with a different mindset. If you think about athletes, they don't wait for game day to start training. They do the preseason, they put in the work, they stretch, they review, they refine, they start slow. So when competition hits, they're ready because they've been doing things in preparation for those moments. And December is your preseason for the year ahead. You don't need to overhaul everything. You just need to sharpen your focus. You need to be asking yourself, what do I want to walk into January already feeling proud of? What systems or habits could I start now that will make next year easier, not harder? And what distractions could I let go of before they steal another month of my life? Because momentum builds quietly, and quite often it's not glamorous and it's not Instagram worthy. But it's the difference between starting next year and scrambling or starting in stride. Because we all love the idea of later. Later I'll get organized, later I'll slow down, later I'll invest in myself, except later becomes never because there's always more things that if we allow them to take our focus, they will. And honestly, waiting for the perfect time is just fear in disguise. Fear of change, fear of failure, fear of commitment. There's never a perfect time to start. The perfect time is now. And how willing you are to make something of it without the excuses. So if you've been feeling flat, stuck, or waiting for things to settle, this is your time. It's time to start before you feel ready. So because when you start, even small, you create evidence that you can, which will make you want to do more. And that's what builds momentum. It's consistency and it's discipline. And it's those small wins that create the big shifts in your life. Because you don't need a 90-day action plan or 47 different goals. You just need one thing that you can move on today. Maybe it's getting back into a morning walk. Maybe it's cleaning or clearing your workspace, or signing up for that course, or journaling daily for 5 minutes. Because the goal is never perfection. It's progress and it's activation. Because movement builds clarity, and it's clarity that builds consistency, and consistency that builds confidence. So by the time January rolls around, you won't need to start. You've already been in motion. And that's how you lead yourself like a high performer. That's how you start to take charge of your own life. You don't wait for the perfect conditions, you create them. So here's your challenge today. Pick one thing this week that will represent the person you want to be next year and start on it now. Create that intentional change. Don't wait for Monday or for the 1st of Jan or when things slow down, because momentum is built in the small, unsexy choices that no one sees and when no one is watching. So when the new year arrives, you're already 10 steps ahead. You're focused, you're clear, and you're confident. So if you're ready to finish this year strong and step into the next year with intention, come book a call with me and let's go a little bit deeper. Or sign up to my Elevate with Belle program. It's where we build the habits, the mindset, and the energy to thrive personally and professionally. Not someday, but now. Until next time, live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life. Your coach, Belle.